Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I need to do a general disclaimer right now. I am a hot mess. It is 27 degrees here in Dublin, which is unheard of. So that means I could not face a hairdryer, I could not face makeup, and I am looking like a hot mess. So please forgive me and please be kind in your comments. So in today's video, we're doing sort of the opposite of what I generally do in videos. I love talking about and introducing products, devices, methods, anything that's going to help with our overall skin and skin health, but today's a bit different. So instead of talking about things that we put onto our skin, I'm actually talking about doing nothing. Shite. Water break. Have you ever heard of skin fasting? Skin fasting is reducing the amount of products that we use on our skin for any given time. So I've been doing this now for about 8 months, and it started last fall when I ran into some skin trouble with sort of overstimulation. It was the general overuse of actives, and it was overstimulation. And when working with an esthetician, she suggested that I just give everything a break, let my skin have a rest. So I nearly died. The thought of not cleansing my face, not putting any hydrating serums, no mists, no actives, the thought of not exfoliating my skin, or even using a moisturizer and SPF. I thought for sure my face would fall off. So why would we do this? We do this because our skin is capable of taking care of itself. Our skin is designed to protect us. It can heal itself. It can hydrate itself. It can actually do all the stuff the skin needs to do without any help from the outside world. When we start throwing all sorts of things at it, and we do that for a number of reasons. Some is to repair some damage, and some of it is to prevent future damage and to help with things like well aging. But it can get overstimulated and it can get irritated, and it just kind of gets in the way of what the skin is designed to do. Now, because my skin was so damaged, and I'll put a card up here as well as a link down below if you want to see a little bit more about that video, I decided to go cold turkey. I just cut everything out. Now what I did is I gave myself a weekend, I made no plans, and I said I'm not leaving the house, and I'm just going to stop putting everything on my face. I was actually scared at the thought, I'm not going to tell a lie, I'm a serial mister and I'm all about giving hydration to the skin. But I really thought that after a couple of days of this, they recommended 2 days, that my skin would be dry, it would be flaky, it would be itchy, it would be irritated, and I just thought I was going to look like a raisin. But I actually did it for 3 days, because after the first day, I was surprised that there really wasn't any problem. And the second day, there wasn't any problem. And strangely enough, my skin actually started to improve. So while it didn't have that overall dewy, kind of glowy look that I like from super hydrated skin, my skin was fine. My skin didn't fall off. It didn't go wrinkly, and it didn't go raisiny, and it didn't go as dehydrated and dry as I thought it was going to go. So I thought, this is great. So when I reintroduced products after that, I only had to do it for 2 days, but I did it for 3 because I found that I could tolerate it, and I just wanted to give it a good chance to relax and reset itself. And then I started reintroducing products back in. Now at this stage, I was using a brand by a company called Esse skincare here in Ireland, and I had a little kit. And it was all about choosing products that were there to help reheal and restore my skin's natural microbiome, because it had kind of wreaked havoc, I think, with all the things I was throwing at it. But I did it slowly. It had a few little pieces in this 30-day kit. It did have an eye cream, because I'm slightly addicted to that. It had a serum, it had a cleanser, it had a moisturizer, and I did have an oil, which I was surprised to find I didn't need. But I did these things very slowly, so my routine was minimal. It did not have vitamin C, it didn't have retinoids, it didn't have any exfoliants, and even the cleanser I only used at night. I didn't cleanse my face in the day. So I used the system for months and months as my skin started to repair itself. So now I'm probably 8 months later, and I'm still fasting. Try to do it once a month if I can find it. Now it's a little harder in the summer to go without SPF, because it's hot, or well, it's hotter, and I'm outside more, and I do not want to go outside without sunscreen on. It's just non-negotiable. So if I can find a day here or there to steal in some time to do it, I will. I try to introduce it in as much as I can, and particularly if I'm going to make any big changes. I think skin fasting is a good thing to introduce, perhaps when we're changing out our skincare as we transition from season to season, because oftentimes we're either ramping things up or we're starting to step things down. So maybe give yourself a day just to kind of reset your skin before you make any changes to the routine. And for me in particular, I will always do this if I'm going to try a new skincare regime. So right now, I'm just about to start with an entirely new line, and I'm only going to use products within that line for 30 days plus. So when I'm starting something from scratch, I just want to give my skin a break, just so it can start to get ready for something new, particularly if a number of products are going to be introduced at the same time. Now, skin fasting isn't for everyone, and I think it's one of these things that's very personal, and you have to kind of pay attention to your skin to know when and how long you might want to do something like this. Like if you have chronic problems, if you have eczema or rosacea or acne, and particularly if you're being treated by prescription, you need to check with your doctors, whoever's doing that prescription, helping you keep an eye on your skin, because what might be great for me might not be great for you. But I do think it's important just to listen to your skin. Your skin knows what it's doing and how to repair itself. I do think this is a great thing for other people like me who like to tinker, because there's sort of always things coming in and out, and I do like to try to keep a handle on how well those things are transitioning. And I think that occasionally there are little flare-ups or something you might not quite know what to do with. As opposed to throwing more things at it now, I just step away. If I start to get irritations, I stop. And that's kind of become my new approach to skincare. I don't ever want to stop tinkering because I do enjoy it, and there are so many wonderful products out there. And I do a lot of research, and I try to make sure that what I'm introducing is going to fit. But things go wrong sometimes, and this is a really good way to sort of rebalance if I get a flare-up. Now, if you want to try this yourself, there's nothing that says you have to go cold turkey like I do, where I just stop everything, including washing my face, as long as there's no SPF on it. But you can just step it down in little ways. I recently put up a couple of reels on Instagram showing my morning products and my evening products, and we're talking, these are 9 to 10 products that I would do in the morning, and the same again in the evening. And not always the same products, but maybe you just step it back to 4 or 5 and just see how that goes. Now, I find it hard to do that, but it is something I'm trying to adjust to, because I'm finding sometimes my skin likes it a little bit more. So in the summer months, I've gotten used to using a lot less products, but even just letting it breathe a little bit can be great. So that's it for today's video, guys. What do you think about skin fasting? Do you think it's crazy, or do you think it sounds like a good idea? It's kind of not unlike food fasting, which I do from time to time as well. It's sort of letting your body just use what it's got. You know, it's letting it do the job it's supposed to do without giving it too much other stuff that it doesn't really process all that well. So is this something that you have done? Is it something that you think you might do? Or do you think it's just plain old wacky? I would love to hear your thoughts. As always, please do leave your comments down below. So thanks again for joining today, guys, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.
What was that?
Okay.
Did you think I didn't see that there?
I was hoping.
Okay.